intermission. And there was a 15-minute intermission. Because overall, this movie is about 3 hours and 7 minutes, including the intermission. So you're in the theater for a good amount of time, but it's nice to have that intermission, which they don't do in theaters anymore. So it really was kind of like, that road show experience where, they used to take a show on the road and only show it in select cities. And they actually handed out like programs with, some really cool shots from the film and some explanation and some literature. So you kind of go in there, you pay a little bit more. I think it was like $14 for the ticket, but you get the program, you get the whole experience, and you get to see a really great film. So with some excellent performances. And I've said this before, but 2 days from now on Friday, we are looking at the opening of The Revenant with Leonardo DiCaprio, which I'm really excited. A couple of my friends recently had gone to see it, and another buddy of mine posted today that he saw it, and looks like it's going to be the year that DiCaprio takes home an Oscar. And he's a fellow actor. He's really good at what he does. So I respect his opinion, and he kind of basically voiced what I thought was going to be the case anyway. But I definitely can't wait to see this. And Tom Hardy, I mean, he's another great actor. It just looks like a very great movie. So I'm gonna go check that out. On another note, some really cool news. I've been talking about Assassin's Creed forever. I finally beat Unity yesterday. For those of you that are Assassin's Creed fans, or not, I guess. I mean, to kind of give you an idea, I mean, the Assassin's Creed Unity takes place during the French Revolution. And the character of Arno meets this girl, Elise, who, he basically falls in love with and whatnot. And instead of kind of following what he should be doing, which is the path of the assassins, he kind of goes rogue a little bit and gets, kind of the Brotherhood of the Assassins kind of kicks him out in a sense. He kind of gets expelled from the Brotherhood. But, it's interesting because it takes place during the French Revolution. And during the French Revolution, everybody was standing up for what they believed in and starting a revolution. So it's basically like, we don't like the way things are being done, and we're going to band together and kind of start a revolution. We're going to go against the forces. So it's kind of interesting that his character does the same thing. Rather than following the beliefs of the Brotherhood, he kind of does what he thinks is right and does his own thing, and he kind of has like his own little revolution with him and Elise. So, spoiler alert, the ending was a little kind of sad, depressing, because I kind of started to like the character Elise. I thought she was really cool, and she ended up getting kind of murdered at the end, and like it was just so predictable. He's at the end, she's like, I'm going to go do this. I have a chance now. And he's like, no, we need to do this together. And then she's like, I'm sorry. And then she runs after like the boss, and she's just going to get murdered. And that happens. And then it's depressing as shit. And it is what it is. But I was also, excuse me. I really enjoyed the game. I thought the game as a whole was really good. And I liked the character of Arno. I thought he was kind of a badass. And I really liked the gameplay and the experience, and it was challenging. So with that being said, I'm really looking forward to jumping into Syndicate, which I picked up. GameStop actually had a pretty cool sale where I got like $20 off Syndicate. I got it for like $40, during this like holiday sale. And I'm probably going to start playing that today. But it was a lot of people online were kind of talking about how they hated the ending of Unity, and they didn't really like the storyline that much. I really don't see the big deal with it. I really enjoyed it. I had a great time playing it. It took me a little bit of time because, as much as I do binge watch kind of other shows and like to keep myself entertained, sometimes I don't always feel like playing Xbox, so I kind of play it when I want. But now, since I've beaten Unity, I'm really excited to jump into Syndicate and have like a new Assassin's Creed experience. So, and I've heard nothing but good things about this game. This kind of takes place in like, like the Victorian era of England or London. So I'm looking forward to jumping into kind of that world and seeing, how that's going to go. I feel like there's a lot of great gameplay from what I've seen. Yeah, I mean, in the Victorian era in London just seems like a really cool setting for this game. I really enjoyed Assassin's Creed 3 as far as the Boston setting was concerned. The game and the storyline, not really a huge fan. But Black Flag was awesome. Had a really great time with that. Very challenging. But Unity was even more fun just because I thought the graphics were outstanding. You do a lot more things with jumping and climbing. I got really good at just like straight up murdering people. This game just looks like it's going to be the next step in the right direction. So looking forward to that. And I did see this funny thing online too. It was like, I think a fan made it. It was like Assassin's Creed, Jack the Ripper. I'm like, I don't think they would ever be able to sell that, but imagine that, like Jack the Ripper is like an assassin, or like maybe you got to take him down. But Jack, you work for the Brotherhood where we rape and take down just women. You're Jack the Ripper. Like, that's fucked up. Anyway, speaking of fucked up, I find this extremely funny, and this is on my list of things to talk about. So you guys are gonna laugh. So hey, I'm online. I'm perusing. I'm doing my thing, and every once in a while, like I'll go to a site that will pop up something that is a little like pornographic, because that's what the internet is. There's like porn almost in every fucking direction. I mean, if you go on Facebook, it's probably going to make you click on something that's going to bring it to another site that's going to be, some thing about making your dick bigger, or, some girl who's like, like this girl lives in your area, like, so hit her up. Like, yeah, right. But it's just funny because they try to make people think I just don't understand who falls for this shit. So let's say you go to, like back in my single days, me and my buddies used to joke about it. Like, let's go on Adult Friend Finder and see what this site's about. So you go on there, and it used to make us laugh because you would put in put in your zip code to see who's around you. And like when it first came out, we were like, oh shit, like, are we going to see anybody on here that we know? And so you put in like the zip code, and automatically it's like, we found like 300 women in your area, and they're all like wicked hot. It's like, okay, yeah, right. Okay, like this is bullshit. So it's obviously like a scam to try to get you joined. But it's this what I'm getting to is that there's this other banner that sometimes pops up, and my friends have seen it, and we talk about it because it's funny. It pops up, and it's like ugly girls need to fuck too. And then it's like, click here to like whatever, to like meet these girls because they're desperate apparently. So you click on the banner, and I when I see this banner, I have to click on it because it makes me laugh every single time. I'll go in, and then all of a sudden, like because of technology, the website knows what location you are. So automatically, like if you have it set up, if you have like location services turned on in your machine, the website is able to figure out where you are, and it's automatically going to tell whatever message it programs it to basically list your location. So you click on this banner, and then it's like, these are the ugly girls we found in your area that are desperate to fuck. And like, I mean, there's no guy that like says that, but like that's the way that I hear the voice in the banner. Like when I read it, it's like kind of like this weird guy. Hey, check it out, ugly girls. Like, so you click on it, and then it shows you, it's like, there are 400 ugly girls in your area that are willing to fuck right now. And these girls are not ugly by any stretch of the word. They're like fucking models. They're all like, they're all proportioned in the right areas. Like if you think this girl is ugly, like I don't know what you're looking at, but like you must just be surrounded by like 20s all day. Like if you think this girl's unattractive. So I'm looking at this girl, and I'm laughing my ass off because I want to know what guy is on his computer, and he's like, ugly girls, shit, like, let me see, like, there's girls who want to fuck me, all right, click. And then he gets to the website, and it's like, these girls are in your area, and the guy's like, oh, shit, like, this girl's not ugly, let me click on that shit. And then it goes into, like, the next fucking page, and it's like, you can message this girl if you put in your credit card. And he's like, well, I don't have a credit card, it says zero down, click. He clicks on it, and then all of a sudden, after that, it's like, I don't know. What else do they fucking do on this shit? Like, they try to get you to sign up, but it's like no credit card, but it's zero down, but then they charge your credit card. it's like, it's kind of like any other site where, you know, if you want to view like videos, I mean, like there are like gameplay sites where you can go on and view gameplay and like game secrets, but you have to put in a credit card, and they say there's a zero down, but then once you go into that site, you realize that you're going to have like a paid membership if you don't cancel it. And it's like a pain in the ass to call this company to cancel it. So you end up just kind of like being like, fuck it, I'll pay for the first month. And that's how they get you, you know? So I want to know who the guy is that's fallen for this shit. Because these sites are making money, which is the funny thing. You know, they're actually making money. So it just blows my mind. And everybody knows like the porn industry is like $1 billion, you know, multi-million-dollar, billion-dollar industry. So whatever they're doing is working because people out there are falling for it. But I don't know. I always find it funny too. When, you know, my friends are like, you know, every guy watches porn. And if they say they don't, they're fucking lying. So I just think it's funny how, you know, friends of mine know exactly what I'm talking about, but they don't watch porn. It's like, well, how did you find that banner? They're like, oh, well, it kind of popped up. It's like, no, it really didn't, bro. Like, it didn't just pop up. Like, it's not like you were on, like, fucking Wikipedia and, like, fucking a banner popped up with, like, fucking tits on it, and you clicked on it, and then it took you to, like, you know, like, give me a break. Like, I know you're going on there and you're watching porn, you know? And, dude, it's like when I was in, like, in college, the shit that some of my friends used to watch, I couldn't even watch. It was like fucking gross. And I'm not even going to get into it, but it's just like, if you think that your fetish if you have a fetish and you think you're crazy, then just go online and look up like weirdest fetishes or some shit like that. And the stuff you're going to find is fucking disturbing. Like I can't even talk about it, man. Like some of the stuff, it's kind of like all right, you know what? It's along the lines of 2 girls, 1 cup. So if you know what that is, then you know what I'm talking about. And that is actually, we're talking about like level 3, right? That's like level 3. Like get up to level 20 and then see like how like fucked up people are. I mean, there's like people that are into pain and shit, which I never understood. I don't understand how that shit feels good, but hey, man, whatever floats your boat, man, do it. Anyway. So, with that being said, yeah, man, I figured you guys would find that kind of funny because I just find it really interesting. One of my friends was like, "Hey, do you know what we were hanging out one day. I was DJing like a bar, and he came with me and he was like, "Hey, man, I saw this online and I don't know what it is. Like, you ever heard of it?" And the conversation was just so funny. He goes, there's this thing like called a Fleshlight. He's like, "You know what that is?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he's like, "Oh, like this is the first time I've ever heard of it." And I was like, "What are you talking about? That thing came out like 2 years ago." And I was like, "You're talking about like a fleshlight, dude. It looks like a flashlight, but you basically put your dick in it and it's supposed to like feel like a real vagina. Like, is that what you're talking to me about right now? Like right now you're talking to me about this?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, like it popped up. I had never heard of it. And like, I can't believe that shit's real." And I'm like, "All right, like, so like, what do you, like, why are you asking me about it?" He's like, "I don't know, dude. Like, I fucking saw it." And I was like, "Yeah, I saw a guy pass me on the highway with no shirt on, but I'm not telling you about it." And then he's like, "Oh, well, all right, man. No, I just thought it was weird. Like, I didn't know if anybody else saw this." And I'm like, "Are you basically asking me, like, if I would buy one because that's going to basically tell you if it's okay for you to buy one? Like, if I got one, then it's not weird that you actually want to get one of these?" And he's like, and he was just wicked silent. And he's like, "Nah, man, forget about it. No, it's cool. I was just wondering if you'd heard about it." It's like, no, dude. Like, you clearly wanted to buy one. If you want to buy one, man, fucking go for it. Like, that's awesome. But I don't know. I just think it's funny, dude. The shit that people find online, and it's like, it's some of this shit's ridiculous, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, when Fleshlight first came out, I was like, "What the fuck is this?" So I went to the site, and they have fucking legit, like, I don't know, like people call them what, like pocket pussies, where like you basically, but I don't know who's like carrying this around in their pocket, you know, but like it's basically like if you're not getting any, I guess you buy this thing that looks like a flashlight, and it looks like, you know, a woman's vagina, and you can put your dick in it and fuck it, and there you go. It's kind of like a male sex toy. Like girls have